tell you now?
What have you done to your hair?
Nothing.
You look like something landed through the middle of it.
There's not much left in the middle.
Hello.
Hello.
Right, so today is going to be a rant day. Yes,
It is.
Is that the word? Rant?
It is, yeah. But we're going to roll the intro first.
Okay, let's do it. Dan has decided he wants to have a chat about a few things.
I have.
And he's going to say it as he thinks it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100. Right, okay. I have to put out a disclaimer. I'm going to piss people off. And I don't care. If you don't like what I'm saying, you're probably part of the problem.
Well, to be fair, I'm not sure if a disclaimer is the right thing, but
Well,
I think
kind
everyone's
of.
entitled to their opinions, but they do say don't talk about religion and politics, don't they?
They do,
So,
but that's what makes it fun. But before we do get started, I do have a question. That's why I bought my hat in.
I thought you were going to get me some sweeties or something. My birthday on Saturday.
I bought my new hat the other day, right? And I bought a patch to go on it. Now, I want your opinion,
Okay.
but I also want your opinion, so put it in the comments, right? The patch that I got was a Union Jack with a red line, right? Which represents the fire service.
Okay.
Now, I bought it not because I'm a fireman, because I'm not,
No.
but as a,
Wannabe. Yeah, wannabe.
as like a respect kind of a,
Yeah.
I got your back,
out
Jack
of,
kind
out
of
respect, yes.
sort of thing. Now, is that...
Because you can't do it, you want to show them your support.
Yeah, they show, I want people to see that and not look at me as I'm a fireman. Like, I'm not trying to, what's it, like a stolen valour, like people do as soldiers.
Yeah, you're not pretending to be something you're not.
Yeah, I want to put out that I'm not a fireman, but I respect them. That's why I've got that.
That's his thing, fireman. He'd love to be one, but he can't, so he gives respect to the fire brigade.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So I just want to know in the comments and your opinion if me having that, my hat, when I go out and about, is that class as
I don't know, it
disrespect?
depends what mood I'm in. Because I could say, actually, you're not a fireman, don't wear it. You're disrespecting them by claiming that you could be a fireman.
Well, like the idiots in Cornwall that all wear the lifeguard t-shirts on the beach.
Yeah, yeah. Or it could be, depending on what mood I'm in, that's a really nice thing to do, support your fire brigade.
Okay, well, now, what's your view now?
My view today, I don't know. It could be either. It could be either. I'm on the thing today. I'm on the thing. Oh my God! Look at that. There we go again. Keep freezing, don't we? What's that about?
Probably because the internet's not great in this room.
Did you plug that thing in and see what happens?
See, the internet's barely on. No,
So,
we need a bigger
Okay.
thing.
Well, I don't want to get stuck going. I don't know, because I'm in a silly mood today, I think. I'm going to say well done anyway. Good on you for supporting the fire brigade. And any other thing out there that needs supporting, support them. Do it. They're there to help you.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, cool.
let's get started. I'm up for this, I think, today.
Oh, God. Have I just opened up Pandora's box?
I think you have, yeah.
Okay, well, the first thing that I want to talk about is this thing that's going on in Yankee Doodle Land with Trump banning or putting the thing in for there are only two genders.
Okay, two genders, yeah. I agree with that totally. I don't want to agree with the man. I think he's a dick. But unfortunately, and I have to say this, and I always disagreed with Zana, but listening to the man, what bits you see, what obviously you don't see
What media, shows it, what media lets you see.
Yeah, I could actually agree with quite a lot of what he says and does.
You know, I came to the conclusion today, you might not like it, right? But I don't like him, but I respect him.
That's a big word.
Well, I do, because he has his things.
He's got the bollocks, he's doing it.
And that's what I mean.
It's not a case of, I would do it, or I might.
Yeah, it's not like most politicians say, they're going to do this, they're going to do this, they're going to do this. And then when they get in office, they don't.
Yeah.
They have no intention of doing it. He says, when I come in office, I'm going to do this and do this and do this. And he's in office and he's doing this, he's done this and he's done this. You have to respect him. You don't need to like him.
Right word.
I don't like it myself, but
yeah.
because I actually listen to what he has to say.
Yeah, I mean, some of the things he says did make a lot of sense, and then he turns around and says things like, I want to change the name of the Gulf of Mexico. I'm like, you're a twat. He's got bipolar, isn't he?
Split personality, maybe. Allegedly. You got to say allegedly.
Allegedly he's
Yeah,
got bipolar.
because otherwise they can do you for
okay,
slander.
He probably would too. He'd have my head cut off, wouldn't he?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
But-
I think, my personal opinion is I think he's got it.
So, yeah, like, so, okay, so he's, because a lot of the LBGTQ
26,
1,
27,
2, 3, X plus plus
44.
whatever.
Plus red.
And I'm not taking the piss because I don't know what it. As far as I am concerned, and this is one of these things that I won't back away for. It's not all LBGTQIA plus plus whatever. It's LBT, which is gay, lesbian, trans, bisexual. That's all it is.
But isn't there something like 76 different...
So
things
yeah,
now,
I think
something like
I
that.
asked Siri the other day how many genders, and it was like 76, and I was like, actually, there's only 2, and she's like, yes, male and female.
And I agree with that. Male and female. I don't care whether your bollocks quite off, you've got grown your own tits or
Well,
what.
I mean, if you're transgender, and I'm going to say it, you're not a woman, or
And
you're
you're not
not
a man.
No. If you're going from male to female, you are what they call a transgender woman, because you are a man transitioning.
Yes.
And if you are a woman going to a man, you are a transgender male.
Just because you've had your bits cut off or your bits added on does not change your DNA gender.
No, if
thingy
you
bob.
if you look at your genetical makeup, I think I'm XY and you're X. I think.
No idea.
I don't know.
Don't know.
But whatever way it is, because I am transgender, believe it or not.
He is.
Mind, if you look on my driving licence, it says Miss Xana Smith. But the truth of it all is, I'm still a man.
Ding ding. Sorry.
I'm still a man. Biologically, I'm a man. And the reason why I feel the way I feel, which is a very unpopular opinion, is because it's in my brain. It's a brain problem.
Yeah, I will go with that. I mean, to be fair, usually I'm baldy, got usually a 0 grade, and this is, this is it. And they always used to take the piss out of me, calling me the butch lesbian, didn't you? That's what my nickname was for many years, butch lesbian. I have never, I have to say, had any inclination about going with all. I don't care what you lot think.
Because she's a closet lesbian.
Better thing to do with my tongue than lick a pussy, I'll tell you. Then you get all that fur in your mouth from the cats and they don't like it. And then, well, not only that, cats lick their own arse, don't they? You said.
Moving on. I mean, hey, no, look, right, these are, I'm not, right, the only edits that I'm going to do in this video is, I've got a tool on my editing software, and it takes out the long pauses, so it doesn't make everything the same. Or, when I throw up in a minute, it will be in the video.
Sorry.
Well, no, I mean, that's the thing, like, these are all, like, opinions, and, somebody that says that there are 70 odd genders, when you ask them to explain it to you, they can't.
I think one of the things that really pisses me off is when, like you say to me, I'm a cis.
A cis woman.
What the fuck is that? Cis? That's a growth, isn't it? A cis? People get them all over their bodies. Cisses.
Colour of that t-shirt.
Yeah.
And
I'm just me.
Yeah,
A
you
woman.
are a woman.
Real.
Yeah, this is a woman. This isn't.
God help us.
This is a freak.
That's a freak.
And the thing is, I think if people get offended by what I say, so what? You get offended. What happens? Nothing. What? I remember saying this to the other brother ages ago when we did one of our videos together. Whatever happened to sticks and stones?
Well, I can remember. I mean, you have to remember. I've got tattooed.
We're very tattooy people.
So normally I'm bald. Usually before purple, pinks, yellows, whatever you name.
Don't hold with the grey anymore, does it?
No, it don't have to go to hairdressers. I'm not paying that crap. But anyway, moving on. One of the forms you have to fill out any forms when you're fostering children and all that kind of stuff. You need to do your hair, boy. Sorry, called you boy. And
I'm sure I can sue you for that. Okay, I'm going to cancel you.
Go for it. And it was me and Mark, how do we judge people? Are we judgmental? Do we? And I'm like, I wanted to write the form. Actually, have you looked at me? Have you seen my family? I've had most of my nieces and nephews babysat, live with me at one point or another, or whatever else. They are all different, chalk and cheese, whatever. And I always said to my boys, and I still say this, and I don't care if it offends you, as long as you're not Vickers, you can be whatever you like.
Bleep, 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 bleep.
Don't care. Anything except a vicar. So, as a judgmental person, no. I
I mean-
cannot say I'm judgmental. And if you want to dress in a pink tutu with a pair of fucking fireman's boots on and a... annoys me.
I think, yeah. I mean, like, I don't understand. Like, me being trans, I don't flaunt it everywhere.
No, people think you're
Everyone
a big
just
hairy
thinks I'm a
biker.
normal man. Yeah. I mean, go up to school, they think I own a Harley Davidson.
Yeah. One of the children wanted to wear a dress, one of the boys wanted to wear a dress, and I said, that's fine, I'll check with the school. And I said, we don't have a problem with it because he's transgender, he is, and to she, and
But yeah, basically just to explain that this is what the boy wants
yeah.
to do.
I just got off a Harley Davidson. I said, I know.
That
But he
made
wants
that
to be a
I
girl.
got a bit of pride there.
Well,
Well,
that's fine. If he wants to be a girl, he can be a
I
girl.
want to be more feminine. See, that's the
Yes.
difference about being trans. Everybody thinks it's transitioning from male to female or female to male. I want to transform myself until I am happy with how I look
How you feel.
and how I
yeah,
feel.
when you look at yourself and you feel better, don't you? You feel your...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like that. She calls me boy all the time.
Well, because
You know, because that's always like I always thought growing up, I never had nicknames. You always used to call dad like Mark or Smithy and things like that. Brother always got Smithy. I never did. And I was a little bit I never
Uncle John used to call you Benny Bendover, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
But
Belinda.
yeah, Ben is my dead name.
Yes.
That's what they call it, your dead name.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. No. And like even he said to me, "Oh, well, what am I going to call you then? Because I've always called you boy."
Always
I'm
called
like,
you boy.
well, it's a nickname. Who cares? A nickname is anything. It doesn't just because it's not gender specific, is it?
Nope.
You know, like I said, Uncle
I
John.
think it is.
Uncle John used to call me Benny Bendover. I mean, that wasn't because I would always bend over.
No, I mean
It's
that
just
was, yeah,
because
exactly.
it's just-
it rhymes sort
Yeah.
of thing. Yeah, it was a.
I mean, when I worked in a car garage, pretending,
It
not
was
even
pretending.
practicing either. When I was a Saturday boy, I used to work on a Saturday, and then I used to do some stuff. You know, they used to call me Ben Jemima Puddle Duck, and that used to be a TV program, didn't it, or a book or something?
Jemima Puddle Duck. Yeah, that's with the Peter Rabbit and all that.
Is it?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and well, Jemima Puddle Duck, that's a girl, isn't it? I'm
Yeah,
guessing is a girl.
She's a duck.
You know, a name is a name. Call a name by any other thingy is still a thingy. Isn't that
Yeah.
what Shakespeare says? Or
A
call a
rose
rose by another name. Yeah, it'll smell just as sweet or something. I don't know. My point
Yes.
is, your name does not define your sexuality or your gender. Wearing clothes, like I'm wearing a t-shirt and I'm wearing my pajamas. They're trousers. That, you know, I mean, they've got Iron Man and Captain America and all that kind of stuff over it. Generally, male pajamas. But why can't women wear those?
Women do.
But because my body shape is masculine,
Yeah,
women's clothes don't work on me, does it?
Well, I don't think it's a case of women's clothes don't work on you because look at the size of me. I mean, I don't know. I'm not exactly a thin person. I'm not a little person. Would you look the same?
No,
Why not?
because you still have a feminine frame. Because that's what I was just saying to you, innit? Just because I have a beard, that doesn't define a gender.
I
It's
see.
just primary, whatever the word is, primarily.
Yeah.
That's what
There's
men
lots
wear.
of, and especially actually, to be fair, now I've seen quite a few older 60s, 70s men, women, ladies, whatever you want to call them.
People, just call them people was safe.
men, wearing high heels, skirts, t-shirts, doing their shopping with a beard. You know, no makeup on, no feminine hair.
Fugly. They're
They
fugly.
just wear women's clothes. There's that very famous boy in there. What's his name? He just likes wearing women's clothes. He's not gay. He's not that very tall. He's not, he's not down the line. He likes his wife, but they both go out wearing the same women's clothes. He likes wearing women's clothes.
I don't know. I'll probably know if you
I
tell
can't think what his name is. But also, like you look at on my video today that Youngblood.
Yeah.
You know the boy. Most of his concerts you watch, the bits that they put
Yeah,
on
he
Facebook,
wears
wearing
dresses and makeup
black
and nails.
dresses, pink dresses. He's always got pink socks on. you know, and he said the other day, his girlfriend bought him some badges and stuff like that on the thingy. So obviously he's got a girlfriend. I mean, I'm not saying he's gay because he wears a dress. I bet you 9 out of 10 people think, oh, I bet he's gay because he wears a dress.
The thing that, like, you can't really express yourself without being pigeonholed into something.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like, I've watched TikToks with the old school gays and the old school lesbians and the old school trans, and they hate these new trans and gays because they are worse than pansies. They think they're something special. Being trans is something special. Like, I have mental issues, right? And I've got some quite serious mental issues. And I'm going to take that off and beat you with it in a minute. I hate it when I see these TikToks and it's like, oh, I'm depressed today, or oh, I wish I didn't wake up in the morning. And, you know, the posers, I'm going to call them posers. And I'm sat down and thinking to myself, you have no idea. If you had depression, you wouldn't know what to do. You know, when you haven't had a bath for 6 months because you can't. When you haven't gotten out of bed for 3 or 4 days because you can't. You know, when you're sat actually crying for no real reason at all. The other day, I did something and Mum laughed, then burst into tears. That's what is, you know, these are like real life things.
There was a woman, younger, I'm going to say in her 30s, again on the phone. And, I watched it because I've had some of the similar times myself.
I can't tell you what I'm drinking.
He's let it slide down. She
think
was
it's
just there
diet,
with the phone, literally. Well, I didn't put diet. You know, close up to the phone, and she's saying, "I'm actually trying to decide. I'm trying to convince myself is to have a shower." She said, "It's been about 4 days, maybe longer, since I've actually washed." She said, "And I'm trying to convince myself to get in the shower." She said, "I know I'll enjoy it when I get in there." She said, "The water on me will be amazing, and I will get out that shower feeling absolutely fantastic."
I get itchy after I've gotten out.
She said, "But I'm not winning my battle." She said, I'm not in that. I know I have to, but I can't do it at the moment. I'm really battling myself to have a shower."
Yeah.
But you look at her, and I looked at her and I thought, she struck a dong with me. But anybody else would have looked at her and gone, "What the fuck's the matter with her? There's nothing wrong with her."
Skanky bitch, get in the fucking bath.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's just cut to a bob, and it didn't look like it needed washing necessarily, you know. She didn't have any makeup on or anything. She was just an ordinary lady. And I thought, you wouldn't know what she was going through at all. But because she's got depression and stuff like that, she was struggling to convince herself to have a wash. Now, for everybody else, you get in the shower every night, get in the bath every night, you know, things like that. But actually, for some people, trying to get that...
Yeah, I'm
just
actually
an
going
anthem.
through that myself.
Well, I said, I've been there, and it's been weeks sometimes since I've had
I mean, it was a couple of weeks
shower,
ago
a wash.
when I had a shower, didn't I? I had a shower. And then I had one like 2 or 3 days later, didn't I?
Yeah, you haven't had one since.
And like that, I sat there and I'm like, you're not doing anything, just get in. And I'll make a plan. Right, this is what I'm going to do. And I'll walk past the bedroom, get back in my bed, and that's where I stay. Because it's not because you're being skanky or anything like that. You just...
Can't be bothered. Can't be asked. Don't want to.
Well, I don't even think it's that half the time. I think it's kind of like there's just nothing. I've
There's
said
no
to you,
motivation.
like I've been like 6 months without having a bath. You know, my armpits are black, my skin is green. You know, it's not pleasant to look at.
Oh, bedding's not nice either.
But the only way I can justify is that I don't have anything to get washed for.
No, and I used to say to you, didn't I? Well, for yourself, do it for yourself.
Fuck that.
But even that's not good enough.
No, it's not. Because it's yourself that you're pissed off about. Why would
Yeah.
you do anything that would
Yeah.
please yourself?
Because, like I said, it's like I look at it and I think, oh, I'll get in the shower today. And then I think, yeah, I'll do that later. And then later never comes. Next thing you know, I'm going to bed and it's like, oh. And yeah, and then other times I think, right, get up in the morning, do what you got to do, have a shower. Yeah, great idea. And then I was like, getting up in the morning, go down, make a coffee. Right, why don't you get in the shower now? Yeah, I'll do that later. I'll do it later. And again, later never came. And it's a hard struggle for people who don't know how
It
to
is.
just do an ordinary daily task like having a wash. Clean my teeth every day, you know, all the rest of that, deodorants, all the, you know, I'm clean. Don't get me wrong, I'm clean. And I do shower more than I used to. But it's like, yeah, do it later.
It's just,
And it's not lazy, being lazy either. A lot of people say, oh, people, that is lazy. It's not. When you've got depression.
and I think what
not
makes
a
it
good place to be
worse,
in.
what makes it worse as well is like, I know I need to get in the shower. I know I need to get clean. It's been 6 months. You know, but I can sit there and I can scrape my skin off, or like up round here, it gets all crusty. It sounds gross, I know it does. And my apologies, not apologising. I know it's gross, but
But it's not gross enough for you to do something, though, is it?
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You know it's gross. You know it's disgusting.
But
But-
when you've got people saying to you, "I'll just get in the bath, you fucking skank," you already feel crap.
It's not.
You don't
like-
really need to hear that either, because you already know it. You just don't have the anything.
Yeah.
I can't even explain.
No, because it's not even like motivation, because you shouldn't need motivation to be clean,
No.
but you just don't. It's
No,
just
you just-
nothing, isn't it?
yeah.
It's just you just don't, and you won't. Because it doesn't matter what I've said to you in the past, does it? I mean, we've actually even thrown bedding away and things because it wouldn't come clean because he's not had a wash.
In fact, I do remember once, maybe once, or this could have been just me making it up. But when I was a kid, I'm sure you guys threw me in the bath.
Yeah, we did. You would never get in the bath as a kid.
My clothes, get in the fucking bath.
Yeah.
In their defence, back then, they didn't know half of the crap, or we didn't
No.
know half the crap
But
that
to
I was
be
going
fair,
through.
once you got him in the bath, you'd run him a bath, bubbles, everything, and then once he got in it, he'd be in there for hours. You couldn't get him out. He loved it. Playing,
I'm a
splashing,
Pisces, that's why
doing all
I
that.
love the water.
You know, and obviously as he got older and his issues have got worse and worse and worse, then obviously the effects of those issues have got worse.
Mm-hmm.
So for anybody out there watching this that knows you can't get in the bath, we get it. We do get
And
it.
you're not alone. You're not
Yeah.
a dirty... Well, unless you are a dirty skank.
Yeah, I mean, if you are one of those who's just like, oh fuck, I can't be bothered, I ain't having a bath.
Because like that, I mean, the amount of times I'll just throw deodorant on when I come in to record with Mum, because I'm like, she don't need to be sat there next to me like that, so she can have the smell of Lynx.
You're so caring. He loves his mummy, right? Yes.
But yeah, so,
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of...
I think the thing is as well, some people say, oh, I've got depression because they feel sad when they've got the sad, the weather, sad.
Oh, the seasonal blues.
Yeah, when you need that machine with the sunlight thing on it to give you vitamin D and stuff like that, isn't it? There's a lot of people like that. But I
No,
don't know. I think like you say, it's a struggle in life that a lot of people hide
it is.
and hide
And
it very well.
I've always said I want to get a tattoo on my head that would represent that it's broken. Because if you have a broken arm, you have a plaster cast. People know, oh, he's broken his arm. The same with your leg. Or anything that's wrong with you, there is generally some sort of...
Outwardly view, isn't there?
Yeah, you
Jane?
can look at that person,
By the
oh, he's
way.
limping, he's obviously
Yeah.
got a dodgy leg, or whatever. You don't have that for your head. Other than walking around with a bandage on your head constantly,
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
people look at me and they're like, oh, he's a pretty well kept together person.
Yeah, if only they knew. I know, but that's what I mean. People don't know. They don't know.
They don't. And unless you've been there as well, you would never understand.
No, and I think it's sad that the world is very quick to judge things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, without, especially in this day and age, you shouldn't be judging anything. But people do. They automatically assume that, you know, to be fair, we've seen people walking down the street, and I've thought to myself, fucking hell, lady, did you look in the mirror before you came out? Or, you know, Christ, man, you need to get some longer trousers because they are too short, or tuck your fucking pants away, or, you know, there's been times.
Yeah, but see, that we're not judging. We are constructive criticism. That's what we give to
Ah,
people.
the difference,
We
isn't it?
give people
Right.
constructive criticism. Everyone else is just a bunch of wankers.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't do it as much as I used to. I look at people and I think, oh, you poor sod. You know, I've actually, one lady was sat in a shop not so long ago, actually, a couple of weeks back, just before Christmas, in B&M, I think, or something like that. And she was sat in one of those little Daleks, you know, the things, the trolley things that people stand on.
The little step things in the
Yeah.
supermarket.
And she sat like this.
If
with
you're
her hand-
English, you'll know what a Dalek is.
hand in head like this, just, And I went past with the trolley. A couple of people walked past her, and I went past with the trolley and the old man, and I just stopped and I went up and I said, "Are you all right?" And she said, "Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm fine," she said. I said, "Are you sure?" You know, she's like, I said, "Do you want me to get you?" She said, No, I'm fine, really, I am fine." And as I was talking to her, an actual salesperson came out and said, "Are you okay?" She said, "To be fair, I'm a bit hungover from yesterday." She said, "And I just suddenly felt, I need to sit down and have a minute." Nothing wrong with her. She was literally, like I said, she was just a bit hungover. She probably just needed a cup of coffee or, just something to boost her up a little bit.
But that's the thing. This is something that really grips my shit. Now, I'm pretty, what's the word I'm thinking of, when it comes to mental health.
You're not pretty, you're an ugly dyke.
I'm pretty much like on the ball. I take it very serious. I do joke around with it because I kind of feel like if you don't, you're going to go completely doolally.
Well, we take the piss out of each other a lot for a lot of things, don't we?
Of course you do.
But
if you can turn the negative into a positive, it's great. But nobody cares, right? And I'm going to say this, and it's a statement. Nobody cares about mental health until somebody famous dies of mental health issues, and then it's all over social media. Mental health awareness, this, that, everything else, and it's just like you're a two-faced asshole. You don't care because like that, you'll see somebody struggling or head held in, and they don't want to get involved because they don't want to get involved in that drama. You see it all the fucking time, and it's like, why is it okay to just stand up and talk about it when something bad happens? Why are we not just doing it all? In my video, in the videos, if you look in the description, I've put in there numbers for helplines. That you can ring if you're struggling.
We've done talks on this anyway, like Christmas time, haven't we, about how bad people suffer at Christmas because of the pressure of Christmas and things like that. It's not just like for Christmas. People suffer 24/7.
Yeah.
365 days a year. Until it either takes them away, or they live with it. They learn to live with it, and that's a sad thing.
Yeah. I mean, last week, you look back over days, you probably wouldn't even notice. I did not have a good week. In fact, even this week, my sleep pattern is horrendous. I'm sleeping all day, all night. Yesterday I slept for like nearly fucking 12, 13 hours. I've woken up today and I could still do another fucking 24 hours. It's not cool to be depressed.
No.
It's not cool to have mental health issues. There are some fun perks to it, I'll not lie.
Yes, there are some very funny times and funny things we've laughed at each other for. And
yeah, but generally...
Yeah, it is a serious thing.
It is a serious thing.
I just get pissed off, like you said, for all the people that they don't have it. They just go to work and say, go to the doctors and say, because they want a week off work. That annoys me immensely. I mean, at the school, we've had a really bad year last year, and this beginning of this one ain't much better. Really bad year. And the school that Lynn's in is absolutely amazing for all sorts of stuff. But
agree to disagree.
I was up the school filling out a form for her to go and do something. One of the ladies walked through and she went, "Oh, Lynn," she said, "Are you all right?" I said, "Yeah, I'm fine. Why?" She said, "Oh, because one of the teachers noticed you in the playground and said you really didn't look very good. You didn't look very happy at all." She said, and we were all, thinking. And I said, "No, I'm fine. I said, "I must have just woken up or something, because
she hadn't had her coffee yet."
I don't sleep great either, so there's a good chance I had a nap on the sofa and I'd just woken up. But I just thought how nice that was that a random person had said to somebody else, "Oh, do you know, I saw her in the playground. She really didn't look great." They could have just looked at me and thought, "Sad old cow, no wonder she's, bloody nearly 60, looking after a little one, got a big brat at home, and her old man ain't much better." Do you know what I mean? But it was nice. It was nice.
I mean,
thank you.
If you can see that somebody is struggling, it doesn't take much just to go, "Are you good?" Chances are they'll go, "Yeah, I'm alright now. It's fine. I'm just having a bad day today." Okay, that's fine. But to them, you could have talked that person off the ledge just by asking them that. You don't know. But yeah, I mean, I had an incident a couple of years ago where somebody was playing the mental health card to get themselves out of trouble and stuff. And I'm like, "Do you know what? I'm going to wipe my hands off you because It's not fun. You wouldn't know what
No.
depression was if it smacked you in the mouth. You wouldn't know what it's like to have this, or you have no idea. And then it's, I'm going to be selfish, and it's bad on me then, because then when I say, oh, I have mental health, they're like, oh, here we go, it's one of those. You know, that's one of the reasons why I don't wipe in people's faces that I'm trans, because they're like, oh, he's one of them,
Yeah.
and you know.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm
How
not
can you
one of
stand
them.
this?
But the difference is, I am more than happy to actually have a conversation with you about it. If you don't understand it, yeah.
No, I'm always asking you things, aren't I?
Yeah, like knowledge is power, I think. And if you have knowledge, I think you have a right, not a right, what's it called? You have a duty to share that knowledge.
Okay.
Only in the respect, like, when you ask me things about my stuff, I am more than happy to talk to you about it. I'm not just going to come up to you and just have it, because you're like, back the fuck off. If I want to know, I'll ask you.
And I have asked you some what I think is really stupid questions. Because
Well, there is no stupid
I know
questions.
this sounds a bit stupid, but what happens about that? And he's like, oh no, that's oh okay, I get it now. Yeah, I understand. Because obviously I don't know hardly anything about it. I just know that I'm a woman and he's a boy who wants to be a girl. So I'd like to know.
And that is as black and white as it gets.
Yeah.
It's not even colourful like the rainbow.
No.
It's that black and white. But we are lucky, or I'm lucky, that we are of a time in the world where I'm able to actually change things to make my life happier.
I think as well, having grown-ups, I'm going to call us all, for you especially, you've been lucky you've not had anyone go against you, have you?
But then even that, I wouldn't care.
No, but some people haven't got any kind of relationship
Oh
with
yeah,
their
I mean,
parents and
yeah,
things.
people have lost their parents, and I just think, do you know what? If that's it, if your parents are walking away from you because of your lifestyle or your sexual choices or whatever, fuck them. They're not parents. It doesn't matter if they're religious or anything like that. No parent should abandon their child.
Well, lots of parents do because of that.
And it's wrong.
I think
It's
it's
100% wrong.
I have to say, I cried when he first told me. I cried and cried. He never knew I cried. I didn't show him I cried. Because to me, it was I'd lost my boy, my baby. He was my youngest. He was Ben. He was my boy. And I had to accept, and I did have to accept it, or lose him. Because it would have been a case of, it, if I said to him, well, in that case, no, I can't deal with this, you've got to go. And where would he have gone? You need support, don't you? People need support.
I mean, I'm not going to brag or anything because, I'm not a dick, but I have been very lucky. Even my grandparents, who are of the very, very older generation, that have accepted, or they've accepted to my face. I don't know what everybody else is like behind my back. I don't really care. And again, that's the thing. I don't care.
No.
I obviously never meant that much to you in the first place. If you could walk away from me that easily, I obviously didn't care. I didn't care about, or you didn't care about me that much. Just to throw that away, I'm exactly the same as what I was to as I am now. If anything, I think I've changed for the better with certain things.
Yes.
I mean, there was how I was so racist, it was unbelievable. Like, I'm talking big time. I never hurt anybody.
No,
anything like that.
Verbally you were racist.
And behind closed doors, I was a bit of a pussy racist. But nevertheless, I got very opinionated about stuff. But it wasn't until I came out as trans that I started to see things differently and accept things a lot more. So in that respect, I changed for the better.
Yeah.
But overall, I'm the same person. I do the same things. I think the same way. I speak the same way. I'm not going to start talking like this. Because that's just, shut up, you ponce. But, yeah, it's just, I don't understand these people. They get so butthurt about it. If somebody in the street, excuse me, sir, I'm not going to rip their face off. Like some people do. They're like, how dare you misgender me? How are they supposed to know? In this case, it's then up to the trans person to explain calmly, because fuck me, aren't these people so aggressive?
Karens, aren't they?
Oh my god! For a I'm going to say a race, because I can't think of what else to call it, but this woke side of the world that go on about acceptance and peace and love and all this, none of them are peaceful. None of them are loving. They are aggressive. They're opinionated. They're entitled. Nobody needs a fucking... Why do we need a whole month to celebrate your sexuality?
I don't know, because I don't get a month to sex mine.
Well, you get the rest of the year. You don't know how easy you got it. You're a white, straight, privileged...
Woman. All woman.
Because that's the thing, like... and that's what it is. You know, I mean, who cares? I think is more to the point in it. Who cares? Who cares if you're trans?
Why do you have to have the fanatics all the bloody time?
Yeah.
They spoil it for everything.
Like, Mum doesn't stand on the roof screaming, I am a real woman. I want a month to celebrate. I don't, do you know what I mean?
I couldn't get up the ladder.
Nobody cares if you're straight. Nobody cares if you're gay or a lesbian. Same thing. Transgender or bisexual. Because that's all there are. None. All these other crap.
I have to agree, unfortunately, with Trump on that, because he's just banned the flags, hasn't he? Black Lives Matter flags and gender flags.
Because, whether people like to admit it or not, they rile up hate. It segregates people. These people that hate the idea of being segregated, i.e. the blacks, or the LGBT community, they don't like this segregation thing, yet they segregate themselves.
My mum was a...
slave owner.
Austria.
I'm joking.
Back in the day, when I was little, before I even went to school, she would take on
Slaves.
coloured children.
See?
She would look after the coloured children while their parents learned medical stuff, you know, doctors, became doctors and stuff like that over at our universities and things like that. And I'm nearly 60, so I'm going back a long time.
The days of slavery.
Shut up. And so I was brought up in a mixed. It didn't make any difference to me what colour your skin is. Still doesn't. I don't give a shit. Not interested. You're just a person. You cut yourself, you bleed. You shit the same as I do. I don't care where you come from.
I don't know. You don't shit, you explode. But
yeah, that's true. But I think I agree with Nana in the sense that they make a thing of it. Violence. They make a thing of it. You don't need to make a thing of it. I don't walk down the road and shout out, oh hi, I'm a white lady that has sex with my husband 4 times a week. Why do they have to shout across the road? My name is, or my pronouns are blah blah blah, and get shitty when somebody calls you.
The thing is, I think we actually had this conversation. Like your pronouns.
Well, that was not a Hitler thing either. That was an Elon Musk thing, wasn't it?
He was thanking people from his heart. Yeah, there's a difference. And again, this is the thing. It's like, that was a genuine thing. He wasn't being racist. I mean, the dude's a dick. A bit of a dick.
We're going to make a 3,000-year-old, a 30,000-year-old time traveller. And he just wants to get back home.
To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised with him.
They're all fucking nutters. What's the matter with them? They're always going to make these intelligent people should rule the world because they know what they're doing. You're all fucking idiots.
You know, one of the other things that in Trump's speech was this whole gender thing. And one of the other things that he put that a lot of this other social media stuff didn't post, so you didn't get the full story, is that he's also put in place that companies can't hire a black just because they're black, or a gay just because they're gay, or that. You know,
okay.
It's if you can do the job, you can have the job. And that's like with this whole gender thing and this whole thing with the trans community and the gay and all that kind of stuff. His point of view is he's not looking at the race.
No.
He's not looking at colour. He's not looking at sexuality. He's looking at if you are a competent person, then you can do whatever it is you want to do.
Yeah.
I'm not, you know, and I'm of the same thinking. I don't want to be in an aeroplane being flown by a pilot that got hired just because of their race or because of their sexual preference. I want to make sure that I'm going to get from here to here safely by somebody that is able to do the job.
Qualified. Yeah.
So many people have not been able to get a job because, you know, companies have to meet the quotas.
Mm. I mean, I do agree with the fact that, you know, a lot of places have to take on disabled people and things like that, and why can't disabled people have a job if you've only got one arm, you've still got one that you know what to do.
But again, if they can do the job properly, then fine, give them the job. But if they're actually going to be more of a burden to the company than a thingy, I don't.
Yeah,
Like,
I know what you're saying.
Like I can't work because of my anxieties and my
He's
paranoia
lazy shit and he don't want to work.
and all this kind of
He wants
stuff.
to sleep all day and be awake.
And so, what? Nobody's
This
going to
chair
hire
makes me
me.
look fat.
What do you mean, makes you look fat?
Not that fat.
You're a fucking elephant. Oh, there you go. Do me because I'm fat shaming my mum. Can you believe it?
Well, you usually call me a heifer, don't you?
An elephant, actually.
Yeah, what's the other thing?
Plumpkin.
A plumpkin. I think it's quite sweet. He calls me a plumpkin. But he's not allowed to. No.
It's fat shaming. But then I think we should. If you're fat, because you get these fat people, they're like, they demand bigger seats on aeroplanes. It's like, no, don't be fat.
Have you seen that thing about that rapper? She's suing somebody
What a sweet rapper.
because because she is big lady, big lady, big legs and fat. But she's a rapper in America, I suppose, and they wouldn't do this service thing for her because she was too fat, basically. I thought it was something to do with flight because it was something about flight, but it didn't. Unless her name was Flight, I don't know, but
they demand, like, they're like, I want an extra seat. And it's like, then you should pay double.
yeah. I mean, when we went to our eldest's wedding in Lanzarote, the seatbelt wouldn't fit around me then. I was sitting there and I said to Mark, it ain't going to fit, it's not going to. Anyway, the attendant came on, he said, have you got a problem, madam? I said, yeah, it ain't going to fit, too fat. And he said, I'll go and get you an extension, which he did. He came back, gave me this bit of a clip on. I'm in, sorted. I wasn't that uncomfortable, it was a 3 or 4 hour flight. But I mean, I don't think I was even as big as then as I am now.
I just don't.
I could have made a thing about it, couldn't I?
You could have done, but what's the point? What's the point? You just look like an idiot. That's and I think that's what these people don't understand is that you're not making yourself look clever. You're making yourself look like an idiot. You know, when COVID, the amount of people that would refuse to wear face masks in the shops and places like that. Nobody wanted to wear a face mask. It was horrible. I have asthma. Wearing a face mask really did not help at all. But because I have asthma, I could have got an exemption thing from the doctor, but I chose not to because I still didn't want to get COVID. And if I had it, I don't want to give it to anybody else. So you just get on and do it. It's not difficult.
Well, it is difficult.
And then you have the people that add it just like here, with their nose out.
Yeah.
And it's like you do realise that it comes up through your nose.
And out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand. I think that's my biggest issue. Is I don't understand and these so-called fucking morons can't explain it.
Because
Can
they
they
think
can't explain. Oh, well, it's my right. Yeah, but that's not really an answer because it's not your right.
but they are the first people to expect to be looked after in hospital.
100%.
They are the first people that would, I want to be allowed in the shop without it because it's my right to walk around without it.
But what makes people think that way? I mean, I know we all think we're right in situations. I mean, so many times I'm like, fuck that, I'm right in this situation. But I don't make a deal of it. I did once and almost got arrested because I was going to smash up a bank because they stole my money. But, I look like the idiot. I didn't do anything. Everyone's just like, what the fuck's that dick doing? And got on with their day. Nothing was resolved that day except for I lost my bank.
Yeah, you got angrier and angrier. But yeah, that's what I mean. It's not like with the Karens, as you call them, and was it Kevins? Are they the boys?
Yeah.
Karen.
Well, they used to be. I think they're male Karens now. I don't know.
Oh,
but
okay. Who think they're entitled to do anything in life. They just think that they are right. They have no kind of concept of being wrong at all.
I want to meet one.
Maybe not.
I do. Well, we had a bit in the summertime, didn't we? With a person that lived in our area. She was a bit of a Karen. And you shooed me and Dad in the house because you knew we'd say something and stuff. It's just like...
It's best to just ignore people like that, I think.
I mean, it is, but then I kind of think if you're ignoring it, then you're enabling it.
No, I think if you ignore it, they don't get the satisfaction of it. They don't get what they want. They don't get to mouth off and choose what is right for them.
I mean, one of the things I think, like, we own this channel, yeah? This is our product. If we get comments with Karens and stuff, I'm not going to bow to them and go, oh, do you know what? I'm sorry. You know, if I say something that offends people and people expect me to make an apology video, nah, fuck off. It's not going to happen. I'm more than happy for you to walk away, and the people that actually mean anything will stay. The rest of you can all just do one. I'm not interested. That's the door. You can use it. And I'll kick it on the way out.
Sorry, I agree.
One of the other things I wanted to say as well is that I don't know if it's a trend or if it's actually happening, but it's an Instagram thing. It's this halo eyebrow thing.
Should we Google it? Let's Google it.
It popped up on my Facebook, and I know what you're going to say because things will only pop up on your social media if you've looked things up. But this did. I don't know what it was, and there was this trend thing.
Oh, halo, yeah.
That's going on Instagram, and these
Halo
women
what?
eyebrow. That's not it. And when I saw it, I was like, seriously, this has got to be a joke. It can't be serious because if women are doing this,
I don't think I've heard of it, but I've not seen.
somebody needs to explain.
What is?
There you go.
Oh, why? What?
Halo eyebrows.
Why is it called halo? It
Because
isn't
it
like
looks
a
like a
halo.
halo. I
You look
don't-
like Spock.
Do you know what? I'll put this picture up. I'll hide her face in case she sees the video and complains. But that is a halo eyebrow. You just.
Well, next time I do your makeup, I'm going to do one of those.
I want to know what it's about, and if anybody that watches
stupid.
this video, one of our 3 or 4 people that actually,
Younger ones, yeah.
why? What is it? Is it real? Is it a thing? Is it fake? Is
Yeah.
it what is it? What like?
And why?
And what are you expecting to gain from this? Is it like in November, men have the beard thing?
What? So the rest of the year, the women have a halo.
No, like we have the you don't shave your beard, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
Or the no nut November, which is for testicular cancer. There's a reason why we do this. You lot wear your pink ribbon thing for breast cancer, don't you? There are reasons why people do these things. What is this?
Stupidity, I think.
And do you know what makes it?
It's an old fat bird.
Well, there has to be a reason. People don't just do things for nothing, do they?
Fashion trend, I would
That's-
imagine.
but
It's
that's not
fashion.
fashion. I mean, there was a time back in like the late 80s, mid 2000s, women had the thin shaped eyebrows, didn't they? They looked really nice. Looked really nice. And then as you got further into the 2000s,
They got bigger and thicker.
they got bigger and bushier. It suited some people, and some people look like cavemen. I don't understand. I mean, look at me. Help me
Do we
understand.
have to?
Help me understand. I don't get what half of this stuff is about or why people do. Like, have you ever watched like Fashion Week?
Yes.
Some of the stuff they wear, and it's like, really, people don't wear that in real life.
Well, you couldn't go into Asda, could you, doing your weekly shop? I've seen them. One of them wasn't like a suit type, but it was up here, so the head was just popped out the top, and it was like cardboard, and they're walking like that. And I'm like, how the fuck would you get into a freezer? You couldn't get into a freezer like it, could you?
Do you know what?
The bottom of a trolley.
That's going to be a video. We're going to do a video and we're going to react to some of these fashion
Yes.
things. Because there's a couple that I've seen and they've got like a big swimming pool, like a blow-up swimming pool with a hole in.
Yeah.
And that's not fashion. What is that?
That's stupid.
What? Like, I don't know. So, yeah, that's
Yeah,
going to be
we'll do that.
that's
We
going
will
to
do
be,
that.
write it in the book.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think half the problem is, though, is because, especially like with these gender things, going back to that, we've allowed it. We've encouraged it.
Because you're not allowed to say no anymore. You're not
But
allowed
we
to
should
say
say
that
no.
that's right or that's wrong. You have to just let people do what they think is
Yeah.
right for them.
But-
and that's fine by not being judgmental and doing what's right for them. But it gets stupid. You get the extreme people that always will fuck it up for everybody else.
I think all of these people that believe they are actually women when they're men, or men that are actually women, you're not the first man to be pregnant because
No.
you're still a woman.
Yes.
Men don't get pregnant.
I don't care if you had your wiener put in or put on or whatever. The fucking
Well-
way did you have a baby if you were a man?
You don't have a womb, so you can't have children. And that's not a transphobic thing, because even women that have had hysterectomies can't have babies because they have no womb. You need a womb to have babies. Well, you need a womb to house the baby. You need to have ovaries. We don't have ovaries, right? We have these things called testicles that holds a liquid called sperm. We don't have ovaries, we don't ovulate, and we don't have periods. Because if you're bleeding from that area, get your ass to the hospital ASAP. Stop being a delusional twat.
Delusional.
Well, that's what it is, isn't it? It's a delusion. And we, the people, are feeding that delusion. Because we're like, if you think you're a cat or a dog, or actually, I think this question has been asked before, but I'm going to ask it. And I want your opinion, and I want you guys' opinions too. If I identified as
You
a
look like
deer...
a caterpillar.
No, you look like an idiot.
Call me a caterpillar or else I'm going to sue you.
Caterpillars can't talk, so be quiet.
They do.
If I identified as a deer...
Caterpillar's always talking. What?
If I identified as a deer, are you allowed to hunt me?
Oh yeah. Why not? You're a deer.
And this is what I mean. Where is the line here?
If you say you're a dog, then you're eating your dinner out of a dog bowl on the floor.
And if you misbehave, I'm going to slap you with a newspaper.
You pee and poo outside. I won't be impressed about the poo because I won't. You can't say you're something and then not act like it or be expected to be treated like. There's that man, that broccoli man.
Yeah, but at least he actually stands by what he dresses up as a broccoli. He acts like a broccoli.
He's called Mr. Broccoli, isn't he? She said to him,
I don't know.
Something about what were you before a broccoli. He said, I've always been a broccoli. Well, you can't be a broccoli, lad, because broccolis don't talk. And they go mouldy after a few months and you get, you know...
A few months, a few days these days.
Well, it depends whether you've got a good fridge or not. But, you know, you can't be a broccoli, dear.
Well, because then technically you'd have to put them in the fridge.
Well, you could be a broccoli, that's not true. If you want to be a broccoli, but don't expect to be treated like a broccoli, because if that was the case, I'm going to cut you up and have you for my dinner.
Now, is that class as being a vegetarian? Or is that class as being a cannibal? And these, ladies and gentlemen, are my questions to you, because I've lost what I was going to say now. In fact, did you hear, I've told you this story, and I'm going to tell you guys this story. This woman, there was something wrong with her child.
Yes, you've said on here before about it.
Have I? Well, I'm going to say it again. Because I've started saying it now, so I need to finish it. And her child identified as a cat. Or a dog. An animal. I can't remember what it was now. So she took the child to the vet. And the vet said, I can't treat this thing. I don't know what you call it. Person, dog,
for
whatever.
argument's sake.
And she's like, well, they identify as a dog, so you have to. And they're like, well, we're not medically qualified to treat them because we're a veterinarian. We're not.
Yeah.
The law says they're not allowed to. So, like most Karens, decide, to take it further. And lost, naturally, because it's like, I mean, to be fair, I think she should have been done for neglect to the child. If the child needed hospital assistance and the child didn't get the care it's supposed to, I think she should have been done for neglect to the child.
Isn't it? Where is that line of health and safety for a start?
And why is it not a delusion? Why are we not looking into why this person thinks this way?
Well, a schizophrenic thinks he's best buddy with God. He has to take a pill.
Exactly. I mean, I have borderline personality disorder and dissociative disorder. I have a voice in my head. He's a Scottish man and his name's Jock. He's not a very nice man. But I know he's not real. I know it's a voice. But it's still a voice that can make me do things. I should technically, I think, maybe be medicated for that. But I've seen nutty doctors about it and stuff, and I have been prescribed with it. Not prescribed, what's the word?
Don't ask me, ask Jock.
Diagnosed. I've been diagnosed with it. Because it's a mental issue. These people that believe they're animals, that's a mental problem. It's a delusional problem, and it should be looked at. If you still then feel that you want to be a dog, then fine. But don't squinty when people treat you like a dog.
Yep.
That's the thing, a lot of these
That's
people...
ridiculous.
A lot of these people...
Has gone to the dogs. Should we go now?
Yeah, we're going for an hour and 5 minutes.
Stop these poor people with our bloody... Yeah. Okay, well, do the ding-ding button thingy and all that.
Subscribe.
And do as you're told. Because we're now still on fucking 20. We only had about 3 people watch the last fucking video, you miserable shits.
And that was you, Dad, and Cousin Cheryl.
Yeah. So get your bloody asses on.
I don't watch our videos because, one, I record it, and secondly, I edit it. So I live it and watch it over and over.
Some support that is. Here comes the dog. Shall we go?
All right.
Love
Well,
ya.
take
Bye.
it easy then, guys.
Be safe.
Later!